Welcome back to another monthly update for the Loudoun County real estate market for the month of August. Typically this time of year we see things tend to slow down a little bit, but given the crazy year we've had, we have zero expectations for anything normal.
No, that's absolutely right. And so the word for August that we came up with is WOEBEGONE, because we are not seeing any movement from this miserably sluggish phase of the market. And unfortunately, that means the forecast is not calling for any sunshine, despite the fact that real life forecast outside is very sunny and very hot.
No sugarcoating here, Maggie. Let's dive right into the nitty-gritty. First up, total number of homes listed has dipped about 2% from this time last year, but very interestingly, we're up 8% compared to July. So hopefully that's a hint of shifting seller behavior, and we're going to keep our fingers crossed and our toes and everything else that this trend continues.
Absolutely, and we know that low inventory has been a constant companion for over a year now, with evidenced by an 18% decline in homes sold from last August of last year to this August of this year. However, we have a little bit of a glimmer of hope, so with the fingers crossed, we did see an 8% increase in homes sold month over month, so from August to July. So we're hoping that that may be buyers' demand is still pretty decent despite the high interest rates.
Exactly. For those waiting for the big crash in home prices, we are still not seeing any indication that that's coming. In fact, median sold prices are up about 2% compared to this time last year. However, it is a dip of about 4% compared to July. That actually is normal.
Given the time of year,
for this time of year, even though nothing else has really been normal.
No.
Also in a normal market, we tend to see an uptick in September and October. So we're really looking forward to those September numbers and hopefully seeing a continued upward trend.
Yes, and speaking of the September numbers, if you like our monthly updates, we also do weekly updates that we publish on our blog, 15westhomes.com, so you can definitely check those out. Now we're going to get back to some more market stats, and we're going to talk about days on market. So month over month, our days on market has increased 25%, which could signal a slowdown in the market. So exactly what Stephanie's saying, seasonality wise, this is the right time for things to slow down, buyers to kind of step back, prepare for the holiday season, and so we generally see that. However, it's worth noting that from last August of last year, we've seen a 17% decline in days on market. So we're still in this low inventory, houses are still going pretty quickly comparative to last year.
Speaking of WOEBEGONE, homes under contract are down about 7% from this time last year and about 5% from July. So it definitely looks like, you know, what Maggie said is true. Buyers are taking a little bit of a step back, maybe taking a breather, and that's, you know, likely due to these continued pesky interest rates that are hovering around 7%, and potentially also due to this continued lack of inventory generating this competitive market and making it really hard for buyers to actually get in a home.
Speaking of months of inventory, let's talk about those numbers. So we are down year over year. We showed up in August at 1.3 months of inventory compared to last August in 2022 at 1.6 months of inventory. So we are, again, just further evidence of the tighter market. However, from July of this year to August of this year, we are up. So we went from 1 month in July to 1.3 months in August. So that may be some interesting signs, and it's actually in correlation with the increased listings month over month as well that we saw.
So lastly, if we take a look at this inventory conundrum from a different perspective, we can talk about the total number of homes that were still listed on the market at the end of August. And if we go back and we look at August of 2022, we had about 905 homes that were still on the market available at the end of August. August 2023, that number dropped to around 557. So that's a 40% decline in the total number of homes available for sale. Compared to July of this year, it's relatively flat. So hopefully that is some indication that we are starting to see a little bit of stabilization in the market, and maybe our word for September will be a little more positive.
Exactly. Yeah, it's a real transition phase here. We're seeing a lot of different statistics that can point in different directions. And as we've seen a slight increase in home prices year over year, we've also seen a decline in a lot of the other trends like pending homes, sold homes, and inventory. So with that said, we are seeing a tightening of the market, but we also could conclude that it's seasonality.
Okay.
I think September is really going to show us what actually is happening here.
Absolutely, Maggie. Staying informed and adopting market relevant strategies is crucial to both buyers and sellers in this market. So keep an eye on those market trends as we navigate through this crazy market.